As the 2018 MLB Draft quickly approaches, it's time to take an in-depth look at some of the top prospects in this year's class. Next up is Matthew Liberatore, a left-handed pitcher from Mountain Ridge High School, who could potentially be the first high school player taken in June. More, MLB Mock Draft 2018, projecting all 31st round picks. The skinny, one of the most decorated prep prospects in this year's draft, the 6'5", 200-pound Liberatore has garnered nearly every honor a high school player could in his career. Named an underclass All-American in both 2016 and 2017, Liberatore was selected to play in both the Perfect Game All-American Classic at Petco Park and the Under Armour All-America Game at Wrigley Field. During the summer of 2017, in those two premier events, Liberatore pitched 4 innings, surrendered a single hit and struck out 7, all while facing the best high school hitters in the country. He was also selected to play for Team USA's 18U team last summer, with which he threw 12 total innings, surrendered no runs, and struck out 13, this spring, at Mountain Ridge. As high school, Liberatore continued to roll over opposing lineups, with an 8-1 record and 0.93 ERA, while striking out 104 batters and earning Rawlings Perfect Game First-Team All-American status. More, everything you need to know about the 2018 MLB Draft. The pros. What is there not to like about Matthew Liberatore? He's performed as well as any high schooler can hope to perform prior to graduating, and has done so against the best prep competition in the world, beyond the fact that his stuff on the mound is better than most left-handed pitchers. 3 years his senior, as he keeps his fastball in the mid-90s, and complements it with a curveball, changeup and an advanced slider. Scouts think that Liberatore's frame can support 15 to 20 more pounds, which they hope will lead to a jump in velocity and durability. Liberatore also has a penchant for performing in big spots, as he got the start in Team USA's gold medal game last summer and turned in 6 shutout innings, en route to the win. More, recap the 2017 MLB Draft. The cons. The main knock on Liberatore is the same one that plagues every high school prospect around draft time: all of his success has come against other high schoolers. In Liberatore's case, the best high school players in the country, but high school players nonetheless. While scouts love everything he has accomplished as a prep star, his numbers and success could drop off when he faces professional talent on a daily basis. Beyond that ever-present concern, the other thing that could hamper Liberatore is his lack of a true third pitch. If he can't further develop either his curve or changeup into a legitimate outing pitch, it's hard to see him remaining a starter in the professional ranks with just a fastball and slider. The projection. Major league clubs do their homework on the prospects they are considering drafting, especially the ones they're thinking about taking in with their top pick, which means it's relatively safe to say, given the high grades he's received from virtually every scout who has watched him, most teams think Liberatore is not in danger of falling into the so-called prep trap and experiencing a fall from grace that many former high school draft picks have experienced. Instead, the majority of scouts see in Liberatore a true no. 1 starter a few years down the road, and someone a team can build around. His velocity from the left side, coupled with a devastating slider and the promise of a possibly above-average third pitch, make Liberatore the most sought-after lefty in the draft. While he may not go first overall, as most experts think the Detroit Tigers will take Casey Mize with the top pick, Liberatore should not make it past the no. 5 spot. The Giants at no. 2 are a likely destination for him, as his size and makeup should remind their front office of a young Madison Bumgarner, whom they also took in the first round in 2007. However, if San Francisco also passes the Phillies, White Sox, and Reds at no. 3, 4, and 5 respectively, could all use an elite arm like Liberatore's.